This is our promotional video for the Sunshine in Malawi project, which is a collaboration between the Go-Go Grandmothers, Planet Hope, and Ashen Emblem. So we have here Leslie, who is the US coordinator for the Go-Go Grandmothers, who also helps to coordinate things in Australia and the UK. We have Tiana, who is in business development with Planet Hope. We have Rebecca, who's the founder of Ashen Emblem. And we have me, who is the founder of Planet Hope. So we're just going to start with a brief history of Go-Go Grandmothers from Leslie. So Leslie, go ahead.
Thank you. Go-Go Grandmothers really began in the beginning of the AIDS pandemic in Malawi, Africa. Malawi is called the warm heart of Africa, and some of our good friends went to teach for 1 year at the university. And while they were there, the First Lady of Malawi and the First Lady of Uganda asked if they would stay and do something to help stem this pandemic. And so they decided to stay and see what they could do, and that began a development of a life skills curriculum for the schools. And the kids needed a life skills that would help them understand that abstinence, being faithful in marriage, and a Christ-like character was going to make a difference in this pandemic. And it certainly did in those years. Well, meanwhile, Charlotte was teaching early childhood development at the university and decided, I wonder what could happen if we did something in a village for young children. So she began a preschool under a mango tree in Makungala village, the first preschool in Malawi, and it went there for 4 years until a building was built. But during that time, she realized that so many of the children coming to her little preschool were orphans, being raised by grandmothers, and her heart went out to them. So she gathered that first little group of Go-Go Grandmothers in Makungala village to pray for one another, to see what could be done to help and assist them. And that's when we heard about it here in the United States and started to come alongside this ministry of Charlotte's. And we called it Go-Go Grandmothers because it was going to be an outreach to these grandmothers and the orphan children in their care. And today we have about 2,470 grandmothers that we're assisting with fertilizer and seed, because these grandmothers, not only have they lost their own children, but now they're raising other children, have to care for their school needs, their school fees, and feed them. So they are still farming with a short-handled hoe, and fertilizer and seed, even blankets, are a rare commodity for them and something that we can help supply. So that's what we've done. We've come alongside them. We have about 100 of the orphan children receiving school fees. And then we began to build preschools. There were really no buildings besides little homes in these villages. So now we have about 20 community-based childcare centers that are preschools for about 2,400 children. We've gone through quite a history of droughts, of cyclones, where homes have been destroyed and we've rebuilt Go-Go homes, even schools. We've also gone through 2 years of drought a few years ago, where there was famine coming into Malawi. And so we started something called the Joseph Project that fed these Go-Go's and their families for 2 years during the hungry time when they didn't have a harvest. So it's gotten us involved in supplying school materials in a program we have called Building Understanding in Literacy Development in the preschools. And some of our little kids coming out of these preschools now are the stars in their primary schools in Malawi. And some of the people who were in the Y-Wait program, which is still going in hundreds of schools in Malawi, are now in places of government, teaching in the university. And because of what they learned in this biblically based life skills curriculum, they are really leaders in their country now. So it's an exciting ministry to be a part of, and we never know what's around the corner.